Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition walkthrough video, we're doing the entire Headless Nick quest. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so be updated and more. Last video, we knocked out 2 side quests that's related to here. Now in the Black Cove, we're going to go ahead and nail the final side quest for this dungeon. So let's start right now with this trap-filled area. In order to definitely get to the NPC that gives you the side quest, Headless Nick, you're going to definitely need to go through a trap-filled area. I'm going to say this now, bring plenty of disarming traps. Reason being is it's very simple. There'll be some mines you want to disarm. Now the other stuff you could just drop on what we call the vents by the barrels to make things a lot more easier. I'm just getting a nice layout of the area before I actually do start. Yeah, always a good idea to save. Now, if you're playing on difficulty, here is the deal. Just really send one person in there with high perception that is not your source hunter. In other words, that nice archer. She is great for that. Have her disarm all the traps. This way, most likely, you're not going to trigger them all. And yeah, sometimes they will trigger if you put them in the wrong spot. See, I just found a mine. When this happens, just simply cast your range spell. Yeah, especially have your source hunters in the back. Great ideal for that, on our difficulty especially. Now, I have mine in the front because I'm playing on normal. And I can easily get through this. Okay, let's put that there. Since I have a very strong source hunter, thanks to my guy being a two-handed weapon user, I put a lot of strength in it. He could toss things. Also, my female one has a little bit of strength too. So either way, we're going to be very careful here. So that's the first 2 vents we covered. And one of the mines we disabled, or in my case, accidentally triggered. I'm going to try not to trigger any more traps. Now, great news in this section. There's only 1 battle. I am serious. 1 battle. And I might as well talk about it now. So you're already seeing those skeleton bombs again. Well, whoever goes first on their turn, better cast a rain spell. Better safe than sorry. Now, if you're an expert and if everybody's away from the oil, destroy them. I do mean really destroy them. It's not that hard to fight, really. It's just keep you cool and that's it. So far, we're going through this very slowly. I want to be careful. I do not want to trigger anything. And yeah, after you're done with this part, we're called at least the combat part, make another save if you want to. Yeah, I'm going to try. Okay, I cannot do it from that distance. That's a bad idea. And try to avoid everybody going the oil slick as best you can before fighting. So, once I get close enough, I will start the battle. I'm going to try to get everybody to safety. So, I think that's good enough. Hopefully, no more damage, etc. Let's see if I could do it from this distance. Okay, I forgot to equip the frost arrows. Let me do that now. Yeah, I forgot to equip the shock ones too. Okay, that's not good. So, I'll return after the battle is done.
Vermin!
I feel like I just had a long bath.
That wasn't bad. Good thing I had everybody positioned in the right spot. So it's time to make sure we get rid of that fire. We're not going to advance anywhere else until we actually get that fire going. Alright, another pumpkin. I need exactly 2 more. I'll make them at level 20. So let's keep on going this way. Now we're in the second part of the area, which is full of traps. So bad news is that combat did was it kind of messed up our way to get more what do you call it, things to block the vents. However, I got real lucky because those boxes behind me, yeah, they didn't get destroyed. I'm gonna try to be careful on this part. Let's see if it just done anything. Okay, actually it did. So if you're very careful, you can actually close those vents with ease, and of course get to the quest giver. Now I'm gonna give everybody advice right now. Great idea once you're at this area to have both teleport pyramids. If you do not know how to get it, or you just came to the channel, it's very simple. You will get one teleport pyramid from someone, I think it was. I forgot who it was. Is that? Oh yeah, Aru, the cat guy. He'll give you that one if I remember right. If you use it, then of course you get to this female in the bathtub. You'll most likely you'll fail the what do you call it, charisma check. However, the teleport pyramid's on the ground, the second one. That's your blue one. So once you get red and blue, you're good to go. You're going to need that just to get across this area. I found the hard way that you can also do teleport by teleporting one source hunter there, and of course make sure that source hunter will get everybody else there with the teleport pyramid. No, best way to get across is actually attempt to use it. I'll show you that in a future video on how to use the teleporting parts safely. The method I'm showing you right now is screw it, I'll just show you all how to get across the other side anyways. We're almost there, so we're just going to seal everything up. Should be the last set of annoying traps, and that should do it. Let's make sure no more is there. And yeah, I believe we're almost to safety. This is a great thing. I think in Tactician Honor mode difficulty, there will be more traps, if I remember right. It's been a long time ago anyways. Now, a good method to get that treasure chest is actually two. You could throw your teleport pyramid across and then have one person teleport the party across by using the said pyramid that you didn't toss. Another good method to get the treasure chest, it's a safer method too. Simply bring the chest to you. And there, see, I did it. So I brought the chest, and inside is random loot. Let's check this out. Ooh, Jahan will definitely use it. Eventually down the line, when I do get the respec NPC, I'll go in between episodes and start crafting that way in the future. If I feel like crafting, most likely I'll start using more skill books. So let's see. Oh wow, that is actually better. Let's switch that out. I'll sell that. And there you go. Now, like I said before, to get across, the screw it method is to actually go ahead, teleport one source hunter there from one side who has a pyramid via teleport. They'll take a little damage. However, there's no what do you call negativity hits at all, and that should do it. So let me make sure we go ahead and, of course, do that method. Like I said before, you could toss a teleport pyramid from one of your source hunters, and the other source hunter with a full party, just go ahead and use it. There's a funny dialogue either way on using the pyramid with Jahan. Yeah, that's why I have Jahan with me, is mainly the dialogue. But still, this last part, if you get to this the other side, I should say, it's seriously smooth sailing. There's no problems at all. So let's go ahead and toss our source hunter. She don't mind. Reunite everybody, and that's that. So after I get everybody together, and then I'll speak to Jahan. The dialogue's pretty funny though. I really did enjoy it. This game, they had a good job on many of the party members you pick up along the way. Like for example, Jahan. So let's go ahead and speak with him.
Sweet.
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but their potential is gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane. Better safe than sorry. It is an uncommonly trite thing to say, but it applies to all things demon-dreamt and devised. So I shall. Always remember, Hunter, always, that when demons are in play, you are the hunted, and that it takes stupendous cunning and strength to escape their snares. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment their traps spring, and it is their grip that shatters your soul. Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens for pawns. They sit and grin, while your pieces slip in the sweaty fear that drops from your beleaguered brow.
Jahan is one interesting character. I'm not spoiling why he is like that. Eventually down the line you'll definitely figure it out why. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all this. So anyways, I was experimenting. I did it the wrong way. I think I was supposed to combine two of the sinews to make a bowstring, and then combine the bowstring with the what do you call it, the branch to make myself a homemade bow. Yeah, I might do that in the next episode anyways, after I talk to one of the members of the Fabulous Five. Yeah, those people. And I'm going to start dueling my main character, well, my female source hunter, my grenade thrower, slash also later on my water magic specialist. So let's keep on going. Now, next step is really easy. Just follow this dock, you get a waypoint. This waypoint will make things a lot more easier for the Headless Nick side quest. So let's keep on going. We'll grab that too. Okay, arrow shaft. And we'll get the side, we call the waypoint, I should say, first. Then the side quest. I'll return and explain what's the next steps are. Yep, there we go. We just got a waypoint. And let's go ahead and start this thing up now.
The body stirs. The subtle slouch in its decayed shoulders suggest intense longing. A large, soggy chunk of flesh falls to the ship's floor with a melancholic thud. So this is what's to become of me, it seems to moan. A body with no head, a ship with no captain. Dejectedly, it proffers a hand. In its palm is a well-weathered notebook only slightly sticky with rotted corpse ooze. You accept it, taking it by its spine with 2 ginger fingers. Your efforts at not gagging are most valiant. The bereft corpse turns from you just slightly, as if you imply it didn't want to talk to you anyway.
I have the side quest Headless Nick. Unfortunately, in the enhanced edition, it will not show up at all. Yeah, I believe in the original version, it was a ghost that actually triggers it, but nah. We got the unmarked side quest Headless Nick, so we're going back to Cyseal. You're all wondering why we're back here. Well, you will need to do a side quest called Warming the Crowd. I did not do it in my side quest run video for a few reasons, because that one is linked to Headless Nick. So there's ways to actually complete Warming the Crowd. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody the library method. And it's simple. You do is speak to Cedric or Gallagher to start the initial Warming the Crowd side quest, then speak to Katrina to prepare the stage for your own task. You bribe Gallagher, of course, with 100 pieces of gold to get people on your side of the stage. And then before you start the play, go to the library, read one of the 2 books to get source material. Well, actually read both. Cracking Up a Crowd, The Definitive Guide, and Cyseal's Genesis, a play. Those 2 are great to read. Then talk to the stage master, and then pick some dialogue to help you out on your play. And people will love it. That's one way to get the head. The other method I'm showing you is just the charisma one, where you go back and forth and abuse the save file system when you actually get to the step where you have to do the rock, paper, scissors method. Yeah, in my case, hit the damn space bar to skip it. Now, if you're playing on the console version, you hit the button to skip it. So this is a guy that starts warming the crowd quest, so let's go ahead and do that now.
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. Can't you hear the stage? It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
We have the quest called Warming the Crowd, so for the next step, you're going to need to talk to this one guy. So that's very easy. We go to the other stage that is populated full of people watching this show, which is the talking head. So you go past Katrina, the crowd lady, this one right here, and talk to this NPC right up ahead.
Stefan! What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or 2, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cyseal hears me. Cyseal wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
That step is done for warming the crowd, so it's now time to go back to original quest giver so we can advance this side quest. This part is really easy to do.
Ah, a familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off beheading baddies. Or whatever it is you do with all those muscles. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event.
I'm going to say this now. Save your game before talking to the one guy by the stage area who draws in the crowd, because you have to do rock, paper, scissors. Pick your Intimidate or the Charisma method. And if you want to skip the stupid mini game, go ahead and hit the spacebar like I am. So let's start this step.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on. Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds.
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit. And it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Rainbow of war machines. It is
My
said,
word.
and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour.
So there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking... Aye, these Cysealian cows wouldn't dare chew their cud without the full support of the herd. Without my crowd warmer, I can't attract a crowd for the life of me. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Cyseal's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands, but then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it? Strange! You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Cyseal eat some bad chicken, or what? Aye, these Cysealian cows wouldn't dare chew their cud without the full support of the herd. Without my crowd warmer, that's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own merits. I'll see to this matter immediately.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Cyseal. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. Psst, you're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
You should have the next step, which is basically going to the guy's house. For some reason, sometimes you don't get the third dialogue to tell you where to do it. So if you need to find out how to do it, drop the head down, talk to it again. It'll tell you where to go. Now, the house you look for is actually behind the healer's house. Then he tells you on how to get the key. So I'm just going to go ahead and just straight up show you on how to go. So anyways, if you see this, that means you're close to lone sheep. Now if you see a sheep and a cow, you're really close. And there, that's the house. Looks like that's a stained glass window or something like that. And unfortunately, it is locked. And now for the next step is actually find the key. Go ahead and use my timestamps on how to actually get the key. So this way you will not be lost like I was. All I'm going to do is go ahead and skip all the unnecessary searching and more, and let's do that. Now, I skipped ahead on where to go, so it's not this area, it's the one where the lone sheep is at. So, we're going to go ahead and grab this, open this up, and search the crate I'm about to search. So, this is the crate you're going to do. Grab the key, and that's it. Unfortunately, for loot, it's not that great. Very fortunately, you'll knock down some experience points, which is good. So, you open the door, drag the rug, go down the basement, and there's a book to read. Read that book. It gives you some free experience points before dropping the head. That's almost, I say almost 1,000, but it's not exactly 1,000, but it's good experience for at this point. So I'm going to do all that stuff afterwards. I'll talk to the head, get back to the Black Cove, turn it in, then there'll be a Renegade versus Righteous Choice. This time I picked the Renegade option. I feel bad for the zombie. Still, it's a good option to pick on either one of those to get those points. I'll do all this. I'll return after the quest is done.
A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester. We can finally speak freely. Where shall we begin? That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent. So he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
The body stirs. The subtle slouch in its decayed shoulders suggest intense longing. A large, soggy chunk of flesh falls to the ship's floor with a melancholic thud. So this is what's to become of me, it seems to moan. A body with no head, a ship with no captain. Nick's body grows cold, then hot. Could it be, after all this time, reunited? Could it be real? Could it be true? Tremors overtake its hands, its knees, and then...
Toes? Legs? Arms? Fingers? A bit more rotten than when I last saw them, but who am I to look a gift self in the mouth? Oh, the feeling of air in my minimally perforated lungs. Of, well, not quite blood, but lovely ooze pumping through my only moderately decayed veins. What a joy it is, my friend. What an absolute joy. Now for my last unfinished business. Pontius Pirate, the animal who consigned me to the peanut-crunching masses. I won't rest until his skull cracks beneath my foot. Dead? Dead, and dead for good? Never to rise again? You're very certain? Well, I would have loved to see him collapse to dust myself, but your assurance is most satisfactory. With my head back on my shoulders and my foes defeated, I owe you a large debt of gratitude, my friend. Here is my pledge to you then. Your enemies from now and forevermore shall be as my own. Call me when you will, where you will, and I will fight beside you. I'm dying to try out my right hook, now that I've got arms again after all. Until we meet again, Source Hunter, I remain your humble bodyguard, eager for your summons.
It was Source that drove Pontius mad. Yet it is Source that has kept Nick alive to fight his old foe.
Though we are sworn to eliminate it, there is more to Source than simple evil.
Indeed. The Academy taught us far from all there is to know about this strange magic.
The quest Headless Nick is now complete. And we got ourselves a nice zombie to summon. It's a very special one. It's not linked to any skills, so pick any of the source hunters to use it. So I use my male one to definitely learn it. I'll show you the book. As for the summon, I'll show you in a future video. Now in Classic Edition you get a little more experience points. Since I'm playing the enhanced version, for some reason I never found the Ghost Lady. Still, we knocked out 2 side quests, Warm the Crowd and of course Headless Nick. So those 2 are done, and I am going to do is get to the King Crab Inn entrance, and that's where I end the video. That'll be for the next episode, will be the Fabulous 5. We're actually go ahead and complete that one. Still, that was a very good side quest. I mean, the traps were very nice. Number 1. Number 2, the enemies I faced was not that hard. Number 3, Headless Nick was cool. And then Warm the Crowd was very great too. And then when you reunite the head to the body, I really enjoy that part. And there, see, zombie Nick will now help us out for now on in battle. So I'm going to go ahead and give a nice recap for this video. First thing I did was I cleared the trap filled area, killed foes 2 there, talked to the Headless Zombie, start the unmarked quest Headless Nick. After that, did the Warm the Crowd quest, got the head, brought it back to the body, and everything was very happy, and I got myself a nice summon out of it. And one more thing, no more Black Cove, we're done with that. Well everyone, this is it for my Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition walkthrough Headless Nick video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestions on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestions on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night and do enjoy the barbecue.